Hello, everyone. Good morning. You're welcome to BFEG cake baking session. This session is for young people. As we see, we have quite a number of baking sessions taking place this month. We have 2 weeks for the young people. That's for every Monday. So we have this week Monday, next week Monday, and that will be for the young people. And then the week after, 2 weeks after, that is the third week and the fourth week of August will be for adults. So it's a family session, 2 weeks for the children and 2 weeks for the adults. So we have a range of activities happening over the summer break. And this is the start of our summer break activities for family. On the 9th, we are at the village library for the drumming session by Burkina Faso. Then on the 12th, we also have the Afrobeat party. That's a summer party. All these activities are free, courtesy of RBG, and as we celebrate the African festival, and the baking session is courtesy of the Innovation Fund by RBG. So we're starting it this week too. We've done the piano and the guitar session through second thought. We have the second thought young people, and this event will be streamed live on our social media platforms. For those that could not be here in person, they can actually watch on our social media platform and go along and book and actually take part. So if you have all your baking ingredients, get it out of your cupboard. Lottie will be telling you what to do, and then you bake along. And you're free to take a picture of whatever you've baked and put it on our platform so that we can see if you're actually. If you have any question, go to our Facebook page live and actually post this question, and our baker, our tutor today will be ready to answer you. So the start of our baking session for the summer has begun, and it's going to run for 4 weeks for every Monday. So the first 2 weeks of this August will be for the young people, and the last 2 weeks in August will be for the adults. We're equally going to have, like I said, we're going to be having the Afrobeat summer party at Brooklyn Children's Center on the 12th. And on the 18th will be a movie night celebrating the African Masquerade Festival. And the title of that movie will be The Invasion of Benin. Where you can book, all these events are free, and where you can actually book, we'll put the link there to through Eventbrite. And some of them you can book it on our website at www.blackfemaleentrepreneur.com. And I'm not going to waste too much of your time because I know the kids are ready to continue with this baking session, and I hope you enjoy all the activities for this month. And the African Masquerade Festival will run from now till September. Stay tuned and just enjoy the summer. And I will hand over the mic to Lottie, who will be telling you through what's going to be happening, and then you can ask questions. Myself and other of our admin will be on the Facebook, on the Twitter, and our YouTube and Instagram. If you have any question, we will be actually making sure that your questions are being directed to the baking tutor. Our baking tutor today is Cake By Lotty. If you have not, I believe a lot of you have eaten her cake. I believe a lot of you know her very well. So we'll be tasting some of our cake during our movie night. Our movie night station will be having some of the cake for you, and also some popcorn to go along. So guys, stay tuned and keep watching. And if you can't be here this week, we hope to see you next week. The first 2 weeks is for the young people. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoy it. Ciao, ciao. I'll be on the guard because I need to go on, because I want to watch what is happening. Me too, I want to learn some of the skill. And even though you're an adult, you want to learn the skill, just stay tuned and enjoy it. Over to you, Lottie.
Good morning, everybody. This morning, we are going to be making some vanilla cupcakes. cupcakes. And I have here my lovely 2 students, and we're going to do it all together. So the first thing that we need to do, because already started happening, is you need to line your cupcake tins. And we've done that here already. So that's perfect. And then the next thing we need to do is we're going to measure our ingredients. So the bigger bowl is the one that we're going to use to mix everything together. So the first thing we need to do is we're going to weigh our sugar. Wait, guys, do this. So start with 0. Do we know when it's at 0? Here? Okay. Do you want to do this or do you need any help? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to put 115 grams of sugar. Grams over there. Yes. So I get to 115. Is it too long? It's too much. Just take a little bit out. You get the 115. Even if it's a little bit over or a little bit under, it should still be okay. It doesn't have to be exactly as long as it's, yeah. Next. Press 0 again. And then the same thing with the butter. Put 100. So what we do is we'll put the same amount of butter, the same amount of sugar, and the same amount of flour. And even if you want to weigh your eggs, you can get the same weight of the eggs. So for this recipe, we need 2 eggs, and everything else is 115 grams. So that gives you about 8 cupcakes. A little bit too much. Start mixing yours. And then we start again. So you put 115 grams.
Hi, I'm Adrian. I'll be moderating.
And it slowly so that it doesn't all over your face. So it doesn't move. See? Until it comes together. So just keep doing that. I'll tell you then. Scrape it round. Away our real flour, that one's zero. Right, guys, the next thing that goes in there is 2 eggs. And then you need to mix it all together the same way that you've done the butter. This one. Right, when you put flour in there until it gets to 120. Tablespoon. Get to 120. You see where the 120 is? So you need to also put flour in there. You're done with the flour. You can just put it in there. And then Anthony can do this. You can keep this in there. What we're going to do is we need to crack them. So put them in there. Right. While you're all waiting in the meantime, what we need to do is crack the eggs. You can crack them into there. So I'll crack the 2 eggs. And that's what I want. And once your eggs are cracked, just put your shells in here. your extract. Just try it out first without putting it in, just so you get a feel of it. So one sugar plant. So you mix that until it's creamy. What I want you to do, pour your eggs. Until it's nice and so once you see, open it up. When you're ready, just put your eggs in and then mix it in. And then mix again. Right, so what we have in here, we just have the sugar, the butter, and the eggs, and it's all mixed together. And you should have a nice creamy mix like that. And then we'll add flour. So, the flour when you're ready. We've also put vanilla in there, because that's the flavor of our cupcakes today. But you can also put any kind of essence or extract, right? So once you put the flour in, you mix it again. just mix it together with your spatula, just so that you get everything from the edge and so that it's all together, nice and creamy. Yeah, all the edges. Okay, and then put the flour in now, and then mix again.
How practice like affects the time.
Pardon?
You think the amount of like cupcakes you're making affects the time?
Not really, no. I think I've made, it's the same time to mix, it just depends how many cupcakes you want. But it doesn't take, the cupcakes don't take that long, actually. They're very quick to make. Mix it down, and then scrape all the sides. And the last thing we're going to do, guys, is another, what, half of a tablespoon milk.
For those that don't want, that don't have allergy to milk, what do you do? You just put
Right. If you have allergies to milk or any dairy products, you need to use lactose. There's dairy-free milk and there's dairy-free butter. Because we've already put butter that has dairy in there. So there are other butters and milks that are available that don't contain any dairy.
Like soy and stuff.
Yeah, like soya, almond, like if you don't have a nut allergy, but there's different butters out there. So you don't always have to use the dairy stuff as well. Or if you have like gluten allergies, there's flour that doesn't have gluten in it as well. Right. Then I can take half a tablespoon of milk as well. There you go. And then we just quickly mix one more time. Don't mix too much. Then scrape it and bring it all together. And then we're going to get ready now to put it into the cupcakes. I'm just going to take off. Have enough space. Get about 8 cupcakes from each mix. So I might have to more cake in there. Get some more, just so that all your cupcakes. You can leave it unless you want.
Because anything you can turn it on, you can turn it on with air. Something like it. Because then it's not enough.
Okay, everyone wants to make one. Yeah, go and take the bowl. And you can do one from scratch. So you can have something to go home with.
I'm gonna get you two. One of these again. This one. Right, so now.
Then you can sit there. Not to give you your phone.
It's about 8. So we'll start with the 6. Everyone has 2. Everyone should have 2 tablespoons in front of them. What's in there? Give it enough space. So I'm going to do one and show you how to put your batter inside. So you only need about 2 tablespoons of your batter inside like this. You only have to fill it a third of the way, so a little bit more than half. Never fill it to the top because you need your cupcake to have space to rise. Okay, so pat it down like so it settles. So can you see like where it is roughly? I'll put one for you all so that you can use that as a measure. See? You can't go more than this because otherwise it's just going to go in. Okay? So if you want to scrape it off, you just do it. So we have 2. So if you do that. Right. What is it? Show you. Just split it up. And then you can do the rest of them. If you need more cupcakes, let me know. Okay. Just use your spatula when you're ready, just to scrape it all around so that you can use the rest of your batter. 1. Yes. Yeah. You just actually just stick all the way around and then put the rest of it. Because when it's still, you're not going to get a big cupcake, it's just going to be really small. Maybe split this in smaller ones, so maybe put a bit of that into there. And the rest of it into that one. Just so that you don't have like half a cupcake. Get ready to put them in the oven like everyone is. Don't waste anything. Scrape it all. Scrape it all.
This is the cake we're going to take for one of them. Let's put in the container. For the moderation, so
When you're ready, we'll start.
is the oven on?
Yeah, it's on. Okay, no legs. No more legs, no legs.
You guys have done really well. Before you know, they're going to open a cake shop.
Oh, please. They should open. They should open. I'll come work for them. Because I can cook out. Right. So what normally happens is before you start baking, you have to make sure your oven is already switched on, because cakes don't like it when it goes hot or cold, because cake is like a lot of air that goes into it when it's rising up. So if it's hot and cold, it doesn't like rise up properly. So you have to put your oven on first, and then maybe before you start mixing, you get it on so that it keeps a nice temperature, and then you put your cupcakes in. So the oven was already on, so we are good to go. So we're going to put it in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. Let me just make sure so 20 minutes. So no one's going to check out kids. You guys have got last week. It just stays up. Okay, right. So we start. Okay. Does everyone want to carry their bigger tray first? The one with 6, and then bring it around to the oven. Mine could step here as well. So, thank you. We'll put it at the top. You might have space for the oven here. We'll start with these. There's another space on here. Alright guys, that's perfect. In the meantime, this is the time you use to clear up everything that we'll be using. You guys didn't do too bad. I think we're gonna take
I think that one then, because
Yeah.
everybody's gonna use. I'm gonna do this one's kitchen. Until the evening, but I don't want to eat.
So we're going to use 115 grams for everything, which is the sugar. We always mix the sugar and the butter together first, because that's how we get a nice light and fluffy cake. You can put it all together at once, but it's just nicer when you do it stage by stage. So with an old school scale here. So just under 120. And use a spoon to take out the the sugar in there. And then bottom. There we go. Now I'm just do that. Really? That must have been nice. Tell me about that one. What's that? They look like Brazilian cheese bread. Brilliant. Right. If you mix that all together until it's creamy. So usually that takes about 2 minutes. A little bit more. And then we need to put in there 2 eggs. So I'll let you crack these into there. Yeah, crack the egg into there. If you're good at cracking without putting shells in, I'm very bad at it. And then after you put your 2 eggs, and then you mix again until it's nice and creamy. Perfect. Get that out of the way. Together until it's mixed and creamy. Right, and then a teaspoon, I'll leave that a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And if you just mix that together, just enough for it to get mixed, you don't have to overmix. Once it's mixed, that's good. Right, I'm going to need you to weigh out flour, the same 115 that we did for the sugar and for the butter. You mix it again. Not too much, just as soon as it all comes together, you stop mixing. And then half a table, half a tablespoon of milk. And then mix until it's together. So that will get ready to cook them. And with the spatula, just scrape the edges, just so you make sure that everything is mixed properly, because sometimes the mixer doesn't get everything in the edges. Scrape everything, just to make sure there's no butter or sugar that's not mixed properly. Leave that in there. Place on the side. Yellow, probably use yellow. You probably need about 8. We'll take that. And then you need to get 2 tablespoons each. I've also explained before, you can't put more than this. You shouldn't go more than 2/3 up, otherwise it becomes too big for the cupcake. So you can do that for all of them. So up 2 tablespoons. sometimes if it's not really coming off, you can use the other spoon to help you scrape it off. That way you're not wasting any at all. Slowly, just so that you know, yeah, yeah. That's fine. That sometimes scrapes the sides of it.
Should I just add the rest of the time?
Just you shake it in a little bit. That way, yeah, I think in your case, you not need that much. Just help you spread it. Maybe that one, and that one, and that one. Right. Whatever you can scrape anywhere, really. We also will have to be a little bit. You're good to go. We just don't have enough space in the oven, but once we do, and let's do it again. I'm going to take this stuff to the kitchen so that we can get ready for when they come out. Thank you guys. It's going to be really good. So I don't think I need this anymore. You guys are coming next week. I think next week will be more fun. Learning how to make, how to pipe, how to decorate cupcakes. So you can do them however you like. Does anyone like have a favorite color that they want to make their cupcakes? No? I can smell it.
You can smell it, yeah.
I got distracted. I forgot where I was. For 2 seconds, I forgot where I was. Sorry to bother you again. Can I have some blue roll just to write the table?
Yeah.
Thank you. Some of this. You guys doing the rest of your holiday? Very nice. You guys got any homework, any schoolwork that you still have to do? Really? Like how many times? Like every day? Once a week? I always put a timer because I don't remember what time we put this stuff in. No. I'm not gonna need it.
Okay, thank you.
we're just going to check on the cupcakes. See how they're ready. I think most of the cupcakes are ready. So, I'm ready to take them out. So these will be going in here. Cupcakes, I think are ready. You guys want to see? Take them out. Our cupcake is ready. You guys will see when you push it down and it springs back. So I think these are going to go back in just a little bit longer. Because if you can still see your fingerprint in there, like there, that means it's not quite ready. So maybe another 2 minutes. But these anyway. The other ones. Again, I think another 2 minutes. These are ready. Yeah, see? These are springing back, which means they're ready. What have the blue one? Wow. I guess one is ready. So we're gonna wait another 2 minutes for the rest of them. I will leave these here. Yes, I really fucked up. Start with boxes. Everybody's ready. Okay, have a long way to go.
We'll start from the cupcake.
Yes.
Yeah, ready to start off the cupcake.
Those that have not been here, they've missed out. And if you have any extra, you can finish later as well. So then you can take them with you.
Hold this one. Hold this one. Inside here is without the.
They can, if they want to.
Without the cupcake side. You can put four in there. And you can have all your cake. I said you do 2 in one and 4 on the other one. If not, you're gonna go with a plastic container.
If you're not advertising, you advertise it by nice containers here. They can fall.
So put 2 in one and leave the other ones in a fork and go in. Then you have a posh container. You have the posh village asthma container. The other one place. So you fork and go in. If you want to each 2 and leave 2 each.
That's another way of doing it.
Yeah, that's another way of doing it. You can eat 2. So it tastes around. Very nice cake by Lotty.
I smelled them. As soon as your husband put them in my eyes, I got distracted. I was confused for 2 minutes. I said before I go, I have to finish at least a handful.
I'm ready for action. That's been an amazing session. If I can come in and ask. So how do you find today's session? Great. You can tell me what you learned today. We'll start with Anthony. Anthony, what have you learned today? How to make it right. What are the top tips? How to measure. That's a good one. And Perez? Not to overmix. I think a lot of us does that, is it? We overmix the cake and later it will all become floppy and flapper. We can. How about Adrian, moderator? What have you learned today?
How to distribute your mix into
Each cupcake, yeah, that's another one. Because sometimes when we make it, we just put everything in one container and then you see the cake is either it overflow or it's just flat on the bottom. It's not big enough. Which person cake have I ever baked that is too flat? That was not big enough to make a proper birthday cake. Fatima, what have you learned?
when you're mixing the ingredients, you put it in 2 separate bowls.
Which one did you put in a separate bowl?
So like the dry ingredients and the rice.
Okay, that's another one. I don't think we do that. We do all in one. Match it up. So we learn a lot of things today. That's good. That's good. So overall, what are you going to rate your teacher? Cake by Lotty. For you 10. Adrian?
10, Anthony. 10.5. Anthony, I think Anthony enjoyed this class too.
Thank you, Anthony. I rate
Fatima.
10.5.
Fatima. 10. Oh, that's good. Lottie, I think you are scaling high.
I'm getting there.
You're getting higher and higher. So, will you recommend this for other young people in the community? Perez, what do you think?
Yeah, because it gets you out of the house.
Get you out of the house. You see, sometimes a lot of people spend time, it's holiday and they're still in the house. Get you out of the house and away from the TV screen and doing something, learning a new skill. Adrian, what do you think?
I think it's good because number one, it makes you more creative and it makes you use your time more like usefully instead of just like as Chris said, sitting on watching TV.
Use your time usefully. There's a lot of tips here. Anthony, what do you think about the play? Would you recommend this for other young people? Why? Exactly. It's fun and you can teach your parents. So those of you that your parents are busy, they don't have time. And they used to make cake that used to become flat. They will learn one or two skills. Fatima, okay. Fatima, what do you think? Right? Learn a new hobby. That's interesting. We're getting there. So are you looking forward to the next section? Yeah, you're all looking forward to the next section. I think the next section will be very much interesting.
Yeah.
What are we having next Monday?
Next session is definitely going to be more fun because we're going to decorate our cupcakes in whichever style you like, in whatever color you like. And then you can put different decorations on top. It'll be a good way for me to see how best to express yourself, your creativity, what you like. So I'll bring a lot of things just to see how you guys are going to design your cupcakes. You're going to have about 6 cupcakes each. So you're going to have enough time to decorate each one. But you're not allowed to make the same design for each cupcake. They all have to be different. I'll show you how to do different styles. So that you guys can bake at home as well. For your family,
and teach your family how to
your brothers and your sisters.
I'm looking forward to that. And because I'm a creative and artistic person. I like to see design. I like to see artwork. So that section, Law of Enterprise, will be giving away some of her design to the best designer.
Yeah, that would be nice.
So I'll be coming up with a lovely canvas where I will design a cupcake with fabric. So I'll come with a lovely canvas I will design a cupcake with fabric, and whoever has the best artistic design for their cake will be going home with that my canvas. And you can hang it in your house and say, you know what? I went for the BFEG baking and I actually took the trophy. So I'm looking forward to see who is going to be the best winner and to see your creativity. Like what Lottie say, it's all about creativity, is it?
Yes, it is.
And expression.
Everyone's cupcakes look really good. And they're so lovely.
So we'll take this one out. So now you guys have space. Enough space. Has to be this way. But this is so easy. You put it there and take it off. Already I can tell that you guys are individual. Some people have their cupcake closed, some people have their cupcake open. Some people have their box bending, some people have their box open. So in fact, look, every table has different design. Adrian had his own, one bending, one open. The rest has his own, all open, everything straight up. Anthony has his own box closed. Fatima have her own open, but the boxes in at box in. So creativity. So it's gonna be like
It's already coming.
It's gonna be like crazy. It's gonna be crazy. So we're gonna see a lot of creativity. I can see this already coming out. From the boxes, you can tell that there's gonna be a creativity show. Let me see. Let's try now. Let's see. Okay, let me see your swagger.
Just so you guys know what's in the cupcake. So we
Oh
only
my
need
God.
different boxes.
Let me see your swagger. Okay, your cake is not yet there. Okay. So swagger. I think this is some sprinkles today.
Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly, you're not gonna ice them yourselves. I'm just gonna quickly ice some of them for you so that you kind of have an idea as to what we're doing next week.
Next week.
But whatever sprinkles, I'll leave the sprinkling to you guys. But we'll have definitely a lot more than what we have today for the sprinkles next week. But it's just that I want to show you guys today what we'll be doing next week.
Wow. Now this is looking. Nothing else online. I'm just going to put this over here. I hope you can see. Everyone is up and running.
So the first thing we'll do next week is we're going to learn how to make buttercream. Although today I cheated. Today I've got one from the shop, which is the same, or you can make your own. But next week I'm going to show you how to make your own buttercream. And then whatever we make is what we're going to put on our cupcakes. But today, I'll just show you with this one in the shop, which is vanilla. Ow.
I don't know, they have already made buttercream.
They have already made buttercream. Sometimes it's
good to know what is inside.
Yeah. And also, you get to taste this one next week. And then you taste the one you can make yourself. And you actually see sometimes that the one you make yourself will be a lot nicer than this one. But everybody's different. So. Right, so next week we'll have piping bags. And these are called nozzles. And they all have different styles. Today I've only got 2 styles to show you. So that's a closed one, and that's a bit open. You see them? So these are the two popular ones that a lot of people use. So I'll show you both of them. I can use them. So you always cut the tip of the piping bag at the end, put your nozzle in, and then put a bit of buttercream in there. I said I'll show you next week in more detail. Now is just so you have an idea. Also, you can also go and watch some videos online how other people do it, just in case you want to be a little bit more informed so you can win the prize next week. Like I said, next week we'll be making our own cream, so we won't be using this one. Sometimes at home I use a cup to do this, or you can use your hand. Again, I'll show you guys next week. The best way, everyone's way is different. You just have to do what's easier for you.
So if somebody wants to actually become a qualified baker like Lottie, how many weeks training do you think they can?
To be honest, you never stop learning.
Mm.
You never stop learning. Even now, I'm still learning some new things because there's new design. It's like anything in the creative industry, like fashion, everything changes all the time. So you always have to learn new things. But I think in a few weeks, you guys have already learned. This is how quickly you learn. So the only thing now is you'll be doing different flavors, but it's the same principle. So always make sure your cupcakes are cool before you ice, otherwise it's just gonna melt. So
I think the first one was the one that was first out.
yeah, so these are still a little bit warm. I will put icing on one of the warm ones so you can see what happens when you so the first one I'm gonna show you guys is just a simple rose. So you start from the middle and just go around until you get to the edge. So that will just be a simple rose, which is the one that most people do. So that's the first one. Let's see what next one's enough yet. No, they're still quite warm. But what we'll do is I'll show you on a bit of paper different styles.
You want to do it on the first one.
Good. I think even hers is still a bit warm. Yeah, these are still a bit warm, but we'll wait for them to cool down a bit and then we'll ice some of them, not all of them. But next week I'll be able to show you more of what you can do with the piping bags and the cupcake. Like I said, we're just going to wait for them to cool down a little bit. There's different styles of doing this. It also depends on what you like. Some people don't like a lot of icing, so you don't always have to put a lot. So there's just always different ways. And you know what, you guys could even teach me. Because I've seen people use different ways of doing this. Like this is another type of flower, but it's always prettier when it's got different colors in it. And I'll show you how to do different colors next week. Okay. These are a bit warm, so you might see that they might melt a little bit, but hopefully they should cool down a bit. Yeah, we're gonna do all of some sprinkles on those. Looks nice.
Now we can see a lot of creativity in this week.
I always use my hands to feel the bottom, that's how I know. Yeah. Nice. I'll show you how to make an ice cream cone as well on this one. You just keep going around. When it's Christmas time, sometimes we make them like this, but in green and a little bit higher, then it looks like a Christmas tree. Another spiral. When I bring different nozzles next week, you'll see that you can get different types of designs. That's not when everyone travels though. You literally do whatever you like. You'd be surprised, even sometimes I get surprised what comes out. There is no wrong way of doing it. It's really good, actually. That is good. Oh, that's really good. No. What is my job? Thank you for summer job. I think so. It's still warm. You can open these ones as well. I'm going to take you to wash cake. Wow, you guys are good. You guys are really good. I've seen very big people that can't do what you're doing. Wow, really good. I'm gonna fill it up again and then you guys can do another one. Let's see parents' piping skills. This is your phone now. Let's see your piping skill. It's perfect. Everybody wants to move the show. Let me know. I'll send them back next week.
Thank you guys for watching us make cupcakes. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you.